surprises me anymore, but there are a lot of bullheads out there.
You wouldn't believe some of the crazy things I see.
Remember last Friday, Perth was covered in a once-in-a-year fog. The city virtually disappeared.
Fog like that, you take your time walking, let alone in your motor car.
But it didn't stop some drivers acting like dropkicks.
With the fog came a few crazies.
Dale James has been driving trucks for more than 20 years, but what happened last week shocked even him.
Friday we just took the cake.
In one day, Dale's dash cam recorded 5 different examples of shocking driving. First, the ute driver who overtakes Dale on double white lines.
He come up behind me and without hesitation, indicator was on and around him was coming.
Moments later, the same driver overtakes another truck, but look what happens this time. He can barely see a thing, but drives straight into the path of an oncoming truck.
Unfortunately, that was a silly person meeting a silly person, because the oncoming truck only had park lights on instead of headlights, so he wasn't clearly visible in the fog. It could have been disastrous.
The fog went away, but the dumb drivers didn't.
Sure enough, just pulled out in front, just one flick of the indicator and out they came.
Watch again, it's Tonkin Highway and a 4-wheel drive pulls straight out of the emergency lane in front of Dale's truck.
I was just lucky at the time there was nothing beside me.
Same day, another driver ignores an unbroken white line to get down the hill a bit faster.
They're putting their lives in danger over 3 minutes.
And over on Belia Drive, an old Perth favourite, merging mayhem.
Everyone is always in the wrong lane, they don't know where they're going. They've got to get in front of the truck, obviously, and just the crazy merging that happens afterwards.
The scary thing is that if this happened to one driver on one day, what's happening on our roads the rest of the time that we don't even hear about?
There's these horror stories out there all the time, and these fools are driving in amongst us.
After watching the pictures, retired police traffic inspector Neil Royal was left scratching his head.
Those guys coming the other way who are actually flashing their lights saying, "Oi, we're here. What are you doing, you idiot?"
A few months back, 7 News reported on this 14-year-old boy hit by a car while riding his bike. But here's the dash cam vision you haven't seen. The speed in the top left proves the driver is under the limit, but the boy rides straight out. He suffered a broken arm, while the driver was left with a $1,000 insurance bill because the boy was under 16. Finally, the driver who ignores 3 pilot vehicles, desperate to get around a very wide load, lucky to avoid serious injury, even death.
Biggest problem is people won't get out of bed 5 minutes early. 5 minutes earlier is all you need, and get there safe.
For heaven's sake, drive responsibly, be courteous on the roads there, and drive there with the intention of getting home in one piece.
Some people just have a death wish.